Welcome to RCR Wireless here at Mobile World Congress. I'm Lamore Schaffman, and with me is Dr. Ralph Lohman. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're standing here at the Corning Glass, Gorilla Glass booth, and we've got some really interesting stuff happening. Ralph, why don't you talk to us about what you're showcasing here?
So first here we are showing scratch resistance and native damage resistance of Gorilla Glass 3. You see three different types of glasses at the moment.
Here, why don't you show it a little bit to the camera?
Okay. And three different types. This is soda lime glass that has been scratched with 5 Newton scratch. You see it quite heavily here in the center of the ring. This is an aluminate silicate glass from a competitor glass that has been scratched the same way. You see a little bit of better response, and here is, for comparison, is Gorilla Glass 3. You still see a response, but since we've added native damage resistance and improved the glass composition at the atomic level, it shows much more favorable response. Cosmetic damage is not so bad. And that's the story behind Gorilla Glass 3.
So to improve it at the atomic level, what are you doing? You're putting new chemicals in there? What are you doing? What does that mean?
We are modifying it at that level, and we are making certain changes to it, and that results into elastic deformation of the glass. It becomes less brittle, and that is basically more favorable for micro scratches. It helps against forming micro scratches, and that prevents damaging of the glass. So it gives you more retained strength, basically.
Okay. So serious alchemy is taking place.
So it's not quite alchemy, but I would just call it science.
So actually what you're showing here now is what is this?
Now this is a demo that basically shows a typical cover window of a tablet device. The incumbent glass at the moment is soda lime, 0.7 millimeter. We put a little scratch in here, and something that happens in everyday use. And when you bend that device, it makes this very nasty sound that no one wants to hear, and pretty bad crack at the moment. And then other things that typically happen is you have your laptop somewhere, you leave your pencil, your USB stick or things in there, you just close it, lean on, and it makes this noise again, and it looks like this. So when you do the same thing with the new glass, Gorilla Glass NBT, it is thinner. It's 0.4 millimeter only. We put in the same scratch here in this corner. You can flex it. Nothing really happens. And when you close it, basically is favorable to that as well. And you can try it yourself if you like. So start with this one. Push on the corner. Okay. Just lean on here with your.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I think it's very easy.
Yes.
And now try this one.
All right, I'm gonna jump on it.
Okay, and we have asked customers to do other things. Would you mind stepping on it?
This is gonna be fun. Ready? Okay, can I
just go ahead.
It didn't do anything.
Okay, that's Gorilla Glass NBT.
Okay, thank you so much, Ralph. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
So now we're going on to another part of the table here at Corning Gorilla Glass. Thank you so much, Dr. Joydeep Lahiri.
Yes, hello.
Hi. So what are you showcasing?
So what I'm going to showcase for you are some of the surface innovations that we have.
Okay.
While we can.
Let me switch over to the other side of you. I'm sorry. Right there, okay. So we can show what's going on over here.
So we're going to show you some surface innovations. Mm-hmm. And specifically what we're going to share with you is a Corning antimicrobial Gorilla Glass. Okay. So this is a glass that is inherently antimicrobial. It's based on ionic silver that's embedded in the glass to last the lifetime of the device. It is the first cover glass to be registered with the United States EPA. Right? And what we've done here is we've put ionic silver into the glass without changing any of the Gorilla Glass properties that you know of. So all of the optical and strength properties of Gorilla Glass are preserved.
And what does that do?
What it does is it kills or reduces bacteria throughout the lifetime of the device without any user intervention. Currently, there are no good solutions for reducing bacteria on surfaces. Now, why should one care? That is because your smartphone does have bacteria on its surface. And why is that? That is because we spend about an hour on our smartphones, about the same amount of time we do eating and drinking. We take it with us wherever we go, and we don't clean it.
I understand that actually the amount of ickiness that are on these screens is like the level of it's worse than a toilet surface or something. That's what I heard.
Yes, because people actually bother to clean their toilet seats and people never bother to clean their touch screen phones. Right, and that is what we're trying to do here. One of the things we're trying to do here is build awareness, right? And what we have is out there we have more than 500 entries where folks have volunteered their phones, and we've measured the levels of contamination on phones. And what you find is that between moderate and high levels of contamination, that's about 80%. So this is our own data. We had read about what you just spoke about, that there are more germs on smartphones than on toilet seats, and this is now our own data saying yes, that may be a concern. Okay.
And so now, is this already in the products that are being sold?
The first product that will have antimicrobial Gorilla Glass is the Steelcase Room Wizard. That should be out in the market in the May-June timeframe. This is a scheduling device, and we are in discussions with various phone OEMs. Okay. So what is cool about this is not the discovery of ionic silver. Ionic silver is an antibacterial agent for thousands of years. We know that. But it is about putting it into Gorilla Glass without changing its properties. So if you put silver into soda lime glass, you get the yellowing. This is what happens if you have an antimicrobial film. It scratches. And of course, there's very little difference. There's no visible difference between Gorilla Glass and antimicrobial Gorilla Glass.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us. This is really fascinating.
Okay. All right, I can show you another innovation if you're interested in that.
One more innovation. Let's show the another innovation.
So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to punch your fingers with those two holes.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. There we go. I got that one almost.
And this one?
I can't. There's no hole there.
There's no hole there. So that
It just looks like there's a hole.
right. So that is our anti-reflective surface. What happens is with different types of light, under bad light conditions, very bright light conditions, what happens is the color washes out, your contrast gets reduced, and what anti-reflective surfaces do is it gives you some of that back. And in addition to that, in addition to having the best anti-reflective surface, what we've done is we've combined it with an easy-to-clean coating. And in conjunction with the easy-to-clean coating, this anti-reflective easy-to-clean coating is now, no, this is different. This is anti-reflective easy-to-clean. It now makes this kind of optical coating compatible with a touchscreen. So it's got very good abrasion resistance. So that is yet another surface innovation that we have, that we're excited about.
But wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us here at Mobile World Congress. Stay tuned for more from the show floor.